Marky G, you know you a champion. Everybody wave on your right hand. Put up your fist. Hey, Marky G, we don't know some none of them not like it. See them all right, but that thing that's slightly. Holding up, cut and cut you because I love in the real. And none of them care. Hey, Marky G, we don't know some none of them not like it. Some of them stand up and them get it all we like it. But them know how we buy with things that we no listen and fall. And none of them care. Hey, Marky G, now what the face can we don't try the case, tell them. Them can't help me. Tell them say I'm here on the place, just machine from the...
Yeah. Yes, being a man. Easy selector.
Them can't help me.
Pull up, selector.
Yes, and you money sound.
Yeah, man.
Tell them.
Yes, man.
Watch out the
Your
drum.
money so flat it and you want to send to get dark and cloudy.
Yeah, man. Easy selector. Easy yourself. Yeah, man. Jano. Comrade chairman of the meeting, Councillor Mario Mitchell, Vibes Master. Yeah, man. All of the comrades on the platform, councillors, councillor caretakers, candidates, Norman Scott, Vice President of the People's National Party, Mayor of St. Catherine, Spanish Town, and candidate for Southeast St. Elizabeth. Our wonderful Bononunus, Princess of Southwest, Miranda Wellington. Yeah, man. Oh, gosh, man. And I want to big up Comrade Zulika Jess. She would have been here, but she has some people visiting from foreign and they're flying out tomorrow. And she has an important meeting with them in Kingston. So she asked if she could be excused and I said, yes, I know you have to deal with that. And of course, Comrade Patricia Scarlett Forrester, who was with me. Well, both of them were with me much of the day. And she couldn't be here this evening. But she's working hard as well. I'm very impressed with how she's approaching her first assignment in representational politics. And I know she's going to cause some surprises up in Northwest. It has been a good day, comrades. I left my yard at 7:30 this morning. Google Maps sent me wide because I'm telling me, say, 2.5 hours to reach Gutters. Anyway, I reached about, I thought I was aiming to reach at 10. I reached at 9:10. Anyway, we were just cool out and then we started at 10. And we've been through all 4 constituencies in St. Elizabeth today. And we've walked all the major towns and we've meted and greeted with the people and we've felt a vibe which is very powerful among the people. And I know that St. Elizabeth is going to be part of the change that is going to bring the People's National Party back into government whenever this Labourite government call the election. I know that that is going to be an important part of the change. Now, we are here in this community of Slipe. And I want to say it's my first time visiting Slipe. And I love what I'm seeing here. The sea of orange is very, very pretty indeed. And very, very massive indeed. And I know that this community is a farming community. I want to big up all of the youth them who in the farming industry trying to make a living for themselves and their family. Now I was a Minister of Justice for Portia Simpson Miller when she was Prime Minister from 2012 to 2016. When I came into office as Minister of Justice, Ganja was totally illegal in Jamaica. If you were caught with a spliff, you get a criminal record. If you're caught with a chalice, worse. If you are farming even one herb tree, police could molest you and lock you up for cultivation or even charge you for dealing in ganja. And I said, no, President Obama was the president of the United States of America. And I hear him used to burn weed as a youngster. Anyway, certain movements was going on in America at that time to open up the ganja industry in America. And I said, well, if America do that, our time too. And so we designed a reform for change the ganja laws. And we were very meticulous and careful about it because of the international treaties that govern ganja across the world. We didn't want to violate those because Jamaica is a small country and we have to abide by the rule of international law so people can respect we and don't this way anyway. So we designed the thing carefully and we decriminalized personal use of ganja up to 2 ounces. You can't be arrested. You can't be charged. If you had a past criminal record for personal use of ganja and you apply for a police certificate for your police record, it is supposed to be automatically removed from that record and don't come on your certificate. And we created a new industry of medicinal and therapeutic ganja in this country. We lost the election in February 2016. The Labourites inherit the thing. Them don't understand it. Them don't love it. Because we were the ones who pioneer it. And that's how their mentality stay. If we do something, even if it's a good thing, them don't really want to inner it. And that's why them abandon that Unite for Change. That's why they mash up the Peace Management Initiative. And that is why the ganja industry has lost its way in this country. But the next PNP government, we're going to look at this thing seriously again. And the ganja farmers of St. Elizabeth and all over Jamaica want a new deal for them so that they can make them money out of this thing without any fear of being terrorized by anybody or by any agent of the state. Yeah, man. And we know that agriculture is a mainstay here in St. Elizabeth. Them call St. Elizabeth the breadbasket parish of the country. So the whole of Jamaica rate St. Elizabeth for agriculture. But we know the farmers of this parish are having a hard time. We know that they can't get access to financing easily. The PC banks make it quite difficult to borrow money to invest in your farming. We know that the price of the agricultural inputs, tools and equipment, fertilizer, etc., are very high. And we know that there's no proper storage facilities. If you have excess produce, you have to take the price of the market. Sometimes, if there's excess production, the price collapse. You have a government that give food permit imports to friend and company. And those food permit imports result in sometimes goods coming into the market in Jamaica and our farmers suffer because the price drop and they can't even sell their onion and their goods. We have to fix all of these things. Agriculture is essential to the future of the country. Agriculture must be a mainstay of a resilient economy. You hear about food security. The COVID pandemic showed us you can't rely on foreign to feed your people because sometimes things happen and ships can't come and ports are congested elsewhere and things get very expensive to bring in. So we must build with agricultural industry. And we intend to have a very robust, progressive policy around agriculture to support the farmers of this country so they can produce and they can make good money out of farming. I am in dialogue with some experts working out how we can make the cost of living a little more bearable on the people and make the inputs that the farmers need a little more reasonable in price. And I intend to announce those things in due course. But tonight is not the night, because the labourite them love copy things and don't honestly attribute them to the minds that develop them. And we're not in that. And people, I saw the road coming here. I drove the road coming here in my old vehicle, my 2012 vehicle. And I said to myself, Jano, you know, people them deserve better higher. The people them deserve better. And when you give me Miranda Wellington, who is a little energizer body, and she's out there several days a week with the people, listening to them, trying her best to support them however she can, without the benefit of an MP who can get behind her. If you give me Miranda Wellington, we have to give you something that will make you say yes. You know? Party leader Marky G, appreciate what you have done for us in giving us this wonderful young lady to be your representative. Walking up Duke Street with I man into Garden House to represent you. So people, it's a serious thing we have ahead of us. We believe and we see that the people of Jamaica want change. This government has lost its way. They're talking about pivoting. This is a gimmicks government. Everything is a new word or slang or an acronym or something to try and fool the people. But they can't change course because they don't have the skills required to navigate a change of course. So we're on this path of underdevelopment where Jamaica is not growing as an economy. In fact, 2024 is very likely to have negative growth. And they can't say it's a regional reality. No, because other countries in the region have been growing at fairly good rates of growth while we are stalling here. So we need a government that can take a fresh approach, can invest in the people of the country, improve the education system, focusing at the early childhood and primary level, so that all of our youths, by the time they're going into secondary school, they're ready for secondary school. Them can read and write. Them can do the basic arithmetic, adding, subtracting, little division, little multiplication. We need to focus on that. We can't grow a country with over 30% of the youth them leaving primary school and can't read and write, which is what is happening now. We have to fix that. We have to provide training opportunities for young people so that they can get into the job market with the skills that are needed for the world that is unfolding here on Earth. Artificial intelligence is coming rapidly into the society across the world. It is going to change the world of work. Tasks that require human beings now will be done by machines and computers. The technology is advancing rapidly. We need to train our people so that they can be part of that change and they can survive through that change and even thrive with that change. We need to integrate the business community and the training system of the state into one system so that the people are being trained, the youths are being trained in the things that the business people need and that investors need so they can get good quality jobs. The road network in Jamaica is a crazy thing. They must say, the Prime Minister come to Parliament yesterday. And I say, first of all, they have done virtually no maintenance on the road network for 9 years. And the roads are in deplorable condition all over Jamaica. Slipe is a good example. And the Prime Minister, when him see the people feel a way about it and are angry about it, he says, oh, there's an emergency. in relation to the state of the roads. Oh, and then him announce a political program called Spark. Him don't talk about a systemic change so that we can get Jamaica out of this situation where we have such poor road maintenance. Him a do a one-off thing. Him sell 12 years of future revenue from Norman Manley Airport. 12 years of future revenue of the government. Him sell it to collect money up front now for spend this fiscal year to help himself get re-elected. And that are going, you know, $70 billion, $70+ billion is what they collected from selling. So every year for the next 12 years, there will be no revenue from Norman Manley Airport for Jamaica to use. And it's not like him take that money and fix the education system or take that money and ensure that the hospital experience when you're sick and you go to a public hospital is a pleasant experience, an experience where you're treated with dignity, where you feel yes and comfortable and you get good treatment. No, the man do some handout thing for try buy the election. And him spend this thing, him introduce this one-off program called Spark, which will fix a few roads. And then we're back to square one. We need an integrated approach. Why is it that the highways, whether it be the North-South Highway or the P.J. Patterson East-West Highway, you know, no pothole on them road there. A good road them. So we make up about climate change causes the emergency with the road. It's foolishness. It's a simple thing cause the road into bad, you know. Them don't maintain the road. When the road get bad, them just allow it to get bad and bad and badder. Worse and worse and worse. Till it become from a little pothole to a big swimming pool. Them have a road in Jamaica where banana are growing on the road. I personally see that in my own eyes. And I hear say a man I'll drown in a pothole in Jamaica. What can go so? No, my people, we need to be wise and we need an integrated approach. Whatever the road is, if it's not a road on a private man land, but it's a road that the public use, whether it's in a housing scheme, or it's a community road, or it's a road from one town to the next in the interior of the country, whatever the road is, we need a proper system of maintenance to protect the assets of the country and make sure that people's experience in transport is a positive one. A lot of money is being wasted. The amount of front-end parts you have to buy and tire we have to buy where you shouldn't have to buy because the road is so terrible. Costing foreign exchange. The Labourite them, they lose their way. And we have a Prime Minister. And we have a Prime Minister. This is another arms out situation. Jamaica, them say it's not a real place. We have a Prime Minister whose Integrity Commission declaration, where every parliamentarian has to file every year. You have to list everything you own. You have to list every debt that you owe. You have to list all of your income, whether it's a salary you get, or if you have little investment income, you have to put it all in there. And you have to file it with the Integrity Commission, and them look through it, and them ask you a bag of question on it if it don't look straight. His own car certified from 2021. He's the Prime Minister of the country. His own is being sent for investigation for a corruption offense called illicit enrichment. You know what illicit enrichment means? It means say you have assets that you don't have no income to show how you earn that. That means that some hanky-panky thing did go on, and you have to explain it, or you go to prison.
I'm gonna mix up the original.
South St. Andrew, big up. So, we have a Prime Minister whose Integrity Commission filings can't certify. The Integrity Commission say the man not giving them the information they need to understand the 28 bank account and the hundreds of millions of dollars passing from one of these companies to the other. This is the Prime Minister of the country, you know, and him a run all them private business matters while he's Prime Minister. Me not understand that, because I tell you, when I was Minister of Justice for 4 years, I had to bust my backside, working hard for the people of this country. Me never do any other type of work, because we had to make sure we pass the IMF test. And the IMF test at the time required a lot of legislation, and I was in charge of legislation. And I said to myself, youth man, you can't make the people of Jamaica think you can't work. You have to put out the effort and make sure we pass every test on time. And every single piece of legislation is about 30 of them just for the IMF program. Marky G going to the trenches with the draft of them. Saturday, Sunday, me a draft class coming bad pan that. Me a draft up the thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And we pass every test. And Jamaica change tax system completely. And we get ourselves from this debt trap that we were in to now where we reach today, where Jamaica has a lower debt to GDP ratio than Britain and the US and Barbados. I set that trend there for Jamaica benefit from that. No labor right never set that trend there. Them inherit that. Them reap what them never sow.
The more them get it, the more them want it. So me leave a try to take it, but it's not like me. Just to achieve a bit.
Yes, the cool ruler, still ruling. Big up Greg Isaac. So people, Jamaica is on a path where the head of its government, the Prime Minister, is not in good standing with the country's anti-corruption agency. The man carry them to court. This is the Prime Minister, no man. Carry them to court to strike down the Integrity Commission Act, which his government passed. He never designed it. As I and I design it. As I and I bring it to government. But them eventually pass it because we only get one term. We lose by one seat. Them time there. And there's a story now going at that. As to how that happened. Anyway. The country can't move forward like that. If I was in that position as leader, me take on myself. No man is so important that he must remain as Prime Minister with such a cloud hanging over his head. It's a disgrace. It puts the country in a bad light. And he can't leave Jamaica forward under the bad light and the cloud. So people, comrades and friends, we're up on a serious journey. We are on a serious mission. And don't feel like it's going to come easy. The energy on the ground for the PNP turn up. The people them wants to change. And them must say, yeah man, Marky G look like him deserve a chance. We are going with Marky G and the team. But what matters really is on election day, how much people, how many, come out to vote and put them X beside the head on the ballot beside Miranda Wellington name and ensure that Floyd Green go down and Miranda come in a garden house. Admiral Bailey, big up. And the same goes for Norman Scott, because we need Southeast and we need Southwest. And we bring in a veteran, a skillful politician, and a man whose heart is here in St. Elizabeth. And I know he will represent Southeast very, very well as well. And Jess, yeah man, confident in Jess. And Comrade Patricia, yeah man, she's gonna create some waves and create some surprises. But we have to do the work. And they're gonna come at us hard. They're already tell all manner of lies about me. Every day is a different lie they must spread upon me. But to me it's like water off a duck's back. Because my father and mother grow me right. I mean, I mix up in a dirty bungle and bangarang. Me none of them thing there. So people of Southwest St. Elizabeth and of St. Elizabeth as a whole, we're relying on you. That when them come with them little pranks and them little bribes and them little arms house business, nobody sell out yourself, or sell out your family, or sell out your future, or sell out Jamaica. Stand firm. Stand firm in the great tradition of Michael Joshua Manley. And stand firm and deliver a new day. Deliver hope to Jamaica. Deliver a clean-hearted government. A government that is going to look about the interests of the people. A government that is going to invest in the people. A government that is going to take Jamaica forward in the right direction. A government that you can be proud of. A government that you can have trust and confidence in. That is what we're offering. That is what we're bringing. We're not bringing bribery. We're not bringing corruption. We're not bringing badness. None of that. But we're not afraid of no guy and we're not afraid of no body neither. So the great people of Slipe, enough love and thing, enough respect every time. I can only say to you tonight, you've heard what we have to say.